What is going on, guys? Punk845 here with another installment of First Playthrough. I have been playing the new Spider Man 2 game. It is a great game. It's fantastic. It's a wonderful game, but honestly, everyone's saying it's a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Not so much. I think it's more of an 8 out of 10, maybe even a 7 out of 10. It's definitely more of the original Spider-Man game, just a different story, and it kind of has that GTA ness, GTA 5 ness to it. Where you could switch back and forth with the characters. Certain characters can only do certain missions, and that's fun. It's a bit more difficult starting off. You don't have all those suit abilities like you had in the first game, like the bulletproof for the worldwide, the Spider Bro for the Tony Stark one, from the movie, the the Web Blossom, the guitar one for Spider Punk. They're not in the game at all. You don't get any of that, which I didn't like. Also, most of your gadgets are gone, like the tripwire, the impact webs, the spider bots, the all that's it's gone. The collectibles are not even as good. Like in the first game, you had the backpack, which had like some like fan servicey like Easter eggs type of stuff to it. You can't listen to the podcasts anymore, which I think is awful because I love listening to J. Jonah Jameson. It's great. It's so funny. He's basically Alex Jones, just you know, not as bad. um, but no, it's great. I liked that, and they took it away, and I'm like, oh, yeah, it's just not as it's not as good as the first one, in my opinion. The story is honestly the best part of it. And by the end of the game, you do get overpowered. Like, you could just, like, all these enemies that were giving you problems before, you could just, like, one shot now. Like, it's great. But, like, they added a parry attack for some reason. And I'm like, that's just dumb. Like, why would you add a parry attack? Um, it just and it caused me more problems than not. I just wasn't a fan of it. I never used it. I 100% completed the game. It's all done now. I'm thinking about doing a new game plus for the streaming, but it's just it's not as good as the story is the best part, honestly. Um, but I would wait honestly for it to go on sale. Um, there's a couple of new suits here and there, but wait for it to go on sale. That's my suggestion. Wait for it to go on sale for like $40. Um, it's not. You know it's not as good as the first one, and it's just it seems a bit more watered down. But they added some new features to it at the same time. It's very weird, but yeah, you're more starting off. You're more underpowered. I died a few times. I died like 5 or 6 times. It's it's just it's not as good. The colors are more bright and vibrant than the first game. At least to me, it was. Uh, but at the same time, it just wasn't. You know, something about it just didn't grasp me as much. I just didn't care for it as much. They still, even with Miles, they still added MJ missions to it, which just, uh, I mean, they made it better, but at the same time, it's, it's just not as fun. Even in the last mission, the last thing you do for the story, you play as MJ. For some reason, I'm just not a. I just didn't like it. It's why? Why? Like, But yeah, there's not as many. Like in the first game, you could Black Cat. Uh, you had the backpacks. You had um a bunch of other like. You don't have to unlock the map anymore, thank God, because I hated that. But the fact that you had to like, there's just a lot more like fan servicey Easter eggs in the first game, whereas in the second game, the closest you got to that was the the spider bots. They have like they have spider bots in the game, but you can't use them like in the first game. But basically, they're all different types of spider bots. Like there's a 2099, there's a J. Jonah Jameson spider bot with a little mustache and a top hat, a flat top. It's great. Um, they have Spider Punk. They have British Spider Man UK. They had Spider Gwen, I think. So there's a bunch of different like spider bot variations, and it had a cool little like fourth wall breaking Easter egg once you collect them all and do that mission. But like it, that's about as cool as it got. Everything else was eh. The side missions they were most of them were like very like they tug on your heartstrings. They were very like sad and emotional. The Howard one sticks out. Uh, there's a couple other ones that were really like sad like that. But overall, it just eh. I it's a good game. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's a great game, but the adding of the parry, the getting rid of the weapons or the gadgets, it's like Batman. They're saying it's better than Batman Arkham series, and it's not because ultimately with Batman the Arkham series, they kept the combat the same. They didn't add new mechanics. They what worked in the first game worked in the second, third, and fourth game. Like it was the same across the board. The only thing that was different is going to detective mode and maybe some gadgets here and there, but the combat was the same. Square was still punch, triangle was still reverse, and you build off that. This they changed the combat so much and it's not the same. They got rid of most of the gadgets to where you can't even use those gadgets anymore. Whereas in the Arkham series, you could still use those gadgets. It's a different variation, sure. Like in the first one, it was like a freeze bomb, and the second time you got like a glue gun or something. Like, but it still did the same thing. So, it just yeah, this game was good, not great. So, yeah, I'm gonna give it like a 8 out of 10. It's not a bad game. It's just I would wait for it to go on sale. All right, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.